Palms facing up and just letting the feet fall out to the side. Every exhalation, just start to feel the body getting heavier. Knowing that you're fully supported, you can just let go. The eyes are softly closed, there's no tension in the jaw. Every exhalation, just letting the body release that little bit more. We spend so much of our day always being in control. We want to control our routines, our lifestyle. It can be hard to control our thoughts. And during your practice now, just let anything come to you. Use this time to listen, to slow down. Let's draw the legs together. Inhale, bringing the arms up and overhead, and just give the body a full stretch. So push your heels away. Might make you yawn as you stretch through the body. And then point the toes, feeling that release through the front of the feet. And then slowly bringing the arms back down alongside you. Palms facing down, arms alongside the legs. We're going to bend into our legs, bringing our feet onto the mat. A little bit of distance, just tucking in the tailbone, the lower back into your mat, and making sure the chin is tucked in as well, so there's no strain on the back of the neck. We're going to do our gentle bridge a few times. So as we inhale, we bring up the arms, we push up the hips. We take our arms all the way to the floor behind us. And we're just going to hold here for a moment. You should feel that weight more into the heels, but the whole of the foot is on the mat. On your next exhalation, you're going to slowly bring the arms and the spine back down using your breath. There's nothing fast about the movement, just really slowly placing each vertebrae back down onto your mat. Take a breath all the way into the belly. And we're going to do that again. So you start to tuck the tailbone, so you're lifting your spine from the bottom, bringing up the arms and peeling the spine back off of the mat. Arms all the way behind you, relaxing the hands, holding here. Pushing the hips up towards the ceiling, squeezing the glutes. And then as you exhale, you take that slow lower with the breath, dropping each vertebrae back down. All the way to the mat. Keeping the hands down this time, just push up through the hips into your bridge. Maybe keeping the arms where they are, or maybe linking your fingers and rolling onto the shoulders, keeping the chin tucked in. Seeing the belly rise and fall with the breath. Release the arms so they're back alongside you on the mat. On the next exhalation, slowly brings the spine back down. Send the legs long, feet together, legs together. Bringing up the arms back into that long stretch, pushing the heels away. We're going to shift the legs over to the right side, and this time cross the left heel over the right. Shift the hands and the arms over to the right as well, and hold on to your left wrist. So releasing down the left side of the body. If you can't feel it, you shift over a little more to the right. Feeling the body and the mind just start to release that little bit more. Uncrossing the legs, releasing the left wrist and coming back to center. Stretch long once again. And then take that walk with the heels over to your left side. We're going to cross the right heel over the left leg. And then the same, head and arms to that left side. This time holding the right wrist. Relax the head, relax the jaw. Remember, our spine moves in 7 directions. And in yoga, we move every direction. Releasing, making your way back to the center of your mat, arms alongside you. Bending back into your legs, tucking the tailbone back into your mat, and then drawing both knees in. Give yourself a squeeze and a hug, knees to the chest. Send both heels up to the ceiling with a little bit of distance in the feet. Raise up the arms, palms facing together, a bit like a dead bug. We're going to bring up the head, the neck, like we're trying to grab the ceiling, engaging the core muscles. Legs are straight. Reaching with the fingertips, pushing the heels away. Lowering the head, lowering the arms, bringing the heels together, legs together in a double leg raise, keeping that chin tucked in. We're going to slowly with control start to lower the heels down towards our mat. We're not going to touch the mat, we're going to hover the heels just above the mat. Relax the jaw, the shoulders, the arms, Just the lower body is working along with our core. Keep hovering the heels. And then draw the knees into the chest and give yourself a hug. Rolling on to one side when you're ready. We're going to swing round onto our hands and our knees. Come into that table position. We're going to send the right leg back. Hands are planting into our mat. As we inhale, we start to bring the right knee in towards the chest and send the nose to the knee, so you're pushing your spine upwards. As you exhale, we lengthen back into the spine and back into that right leg. Again, inhaling in, nose to knee, and hold. Exhale and lengthen. Let's do one more with control. It's a slow movement. Feeling certain muscles working. Where can you feel? Definitely the core, the arms, hamstrings. And then send that leg back. Just do a gentle pulse of that right leg. Starting to gauge a little more into the glutes, into the hamstring. The breath is still long, we're not holding the breath. One more breath here. And then drop that right knee back down to your mat and sit back into Balasana, dropping the forehead, reaching along with the arms. Finding that long breath. So we really want that body, breath, mindset. Every move connected to our breath. And also to our intuition. Let your body guide you. Does this feel okay? Do I need to adapt or release out? Coming back to table, hands underneath the shoulders. So we've got that left leg now to do. We're going to send it long, pointing the toe back. Grounding the palms into the mat. Gaze is down. And we're going to slowly bring that left knee towards our chest and curl the nose towards the knee. Spine pushing up to the ceiling. We're going to exhale, take that length back into that left side. Let's inhale, knee to nose with control. And exhale, that leg long. We're going to do one more. Breathing in as you bring that knee in, holding. And then exhaling, that left leg long. Coming back to that pulse on that left side. Are you feeling it a bit more now in the arms? We've got 2 more breaths. And we're going to drop left knee down. Take your knees as wide as your mat, big toes together, and sit back into your Balasana. Forehead down. Filling the belly with the breath. And that long breath and a release out. One more breath. Coming up into a down dog. So we're just tucking the toes, sending the body back, stretching through the arms, planting the feet, planting the hands. Lifting off the left hand and reaching towards your right ankle. Maybe the hand is high on the leg, it doesn't matter. You're reaching and using the right side of your body. Feeling the muscles all the way up the right arm. Any discomfort, you can keep both hands down. And then placing that left hand back to your mat. Taking a moment to ground back into both feet, both hands. And imagine you're pushing your left hand into your mat as you reach back and hold the ankle with the right. You're using that left side of your body. Everything in balance. Not collapsing into that left arm, keeping it long. One more breath. And maybe you can also feel your core working here. Right hand back to the mat. We're going to walk our hands now towards our feet, coming into a forward fold. Doesn't matter if the hands are just hanging. Try and have your legs straight. Letting the upper body go. We're going to rise up with the inhalation all of the way. Bringing the palms together. Exhale the arms back, down alongside the legs. We're going to inhale, reach up, arms long. Exhale, fold down towards the toes. Dropping the head. We're going to walk our hands down our mat, coming to a plank pose. So you're crawling your hands all of the way until your hands are under your shoulders. We're bringing right knee over to the left wrist and holding. Stepping that right foot back. We've got left side to do, left knee, right wrist, and hold. Stepping back to your plank. You can drop your knees here if you need to. We're going to be lowering down to our mat, chin, chest, abdomen. Relaxing the toes and rolling to cobra. Sitting back to the heels. Arms are long. Finding your breath again if it's coming in a little faster. And And then we're rolling forward, staying on our knees as we lower back down to our mat. So the elbows are bending backwards. Upper body touching the mat first. Relax the toes, roll to your cobra. And back to the heels. We're going to do this movement again, rolling forward. Maybe you're coming up onto your toes. Maybe you're keeping your knees down as you lower to your mat. Roll back to your cobra. And exhale back into the heels. We've got one more to do. You decide if you're on your feet or on your knees as you lower down. Cobra pose. Exhale to the heels. Once again, just finding your breath. Coming into down dog. Make any adjustments you need. If you need to walk out the legs, if you need to take any rest. And then we're going to walk our feet to our hands. We're going to bring our feet together at the top of our mat and fold over both legs in our forward bend. We're inhaling, rising up. Palms come together. And we're going to exhale to our heart center. Inhale, arms long. Exhale, fold down. Send that gaze forward, spine to the ceiling. We're going to step back with the right leg, drop the knee down for our low lunge, bringing up the arms. You're tucking in the tailbone, you're lifting long in the spine. Holding here. We're going to bring our hands down to our mat, or maybe we're using our block. As we start to shift back the weight towards the right heel, sending the left foot upwards, toes up. We can stay quite high if this feels enough in the back of that left leg, or we start to drop down towards our right heel. You decide. If you've dropped down, maybe it feels good to walk the hands forward, folding a little towards that left leg. All about listening to your own body. And as I said in class one of the mornings, when we practice at home on our own, we actually let go of the ego. We're not looking around a class at other people, trying to maybe keep up with what they might be doing. We are really much more in tune with our own body. That's one of the benefits of being in your own home. We're going to roll through back into our lunge, bringing up the hands and holding here. Frame your left foot, hands down, and step it back to plank. Maybe dropping the knees, maybe staying as you are. We start to lower with control. So it's not a belly flop, it's chin, chest, abdomen down. Relaxing our toes as we roll to cobra. Peeling the shoulders away from your ears. Head back to the heels in Balasana. Forehead down. Down dog when you're ready. Make any adjustments. Sending the heels back, fingers wide, palms flat. We're going to send the right leg long in a three-legged dog. And we're going to step forward, top of the mat. We can keep on our toes of our left foot, or we can plant that foot down if we need, as we bring up our arms. We're going to bring our hands to our heart center. And we're going to take a twist over our right knee. You can always drop that left knee down if we're feeling a little wobbly. We're going to frame our right foot. Step that left foot back in and back to your forward fold. Inhale, coming up. And exhale to the heart. Inhale, reach long. Exhale, fold down. Spine is long. The left leg is back. Dropping left knee into your low lunge. Arms up. We're dropping the hands, heading back towards our left heel, toes of the right foot pointing up, and maybe staying here, maybe coming all the way back and down. You decide where your body wants to go. Quite often one side feels different to the other. We're going to roll forward, back into our low lunge. Arms up, reaching long, tucking in that tailbone so you grow even taller. And then framing the right foot, we step it back to plank. Always have that option of dropping the knees. It's a slow lower to our mat. Elbows tight to the body. Relaxing the toes for our Bhujangasana Cobra. Peeling the shoulders back. Exhale back into your Balasana, your child's pose. And then down dog when you're ready. We're sending that left foot back, three-legged dog. We're stepping forward, top of the mat, bringing up our arms. Hands to the heart center. Ready for our twist over our left leg. Remember, you can always drop down if you need. If you're staying up, make sure you're pushing that left heel back. Framing your foot. We're going to step that right foot in, forward fold. Coming up slowly, feet together, legs together. Bring up the arms. Exhale to the heart. Inhale, reach. Exhale, lower. Gaze forward. Right foot back. And the left. Holding your plank. Slowly lower. Rise to Cobra. Exhale back into Balasana. Coming forward, we're going to drop down onto our elbows. So our elbows are underneath our shoulders. We're going to step it back into a plank. If this doesn't feel okay, you can stay on your hands. It is more stronger when we're on our elbows. Feeling that engagement in the core. We're going to bring our left hand in towards our right hand. Our elbow is not moving. Left elbow stays where it is. We roll onto our left side for a side plank. We can stack the feet, we can keep one foot in front. Really pulling away from your mat. Dropping back down onto both elbows. Bringing that right hand towards the left. As we roll onto our right side, left arm is long. We're pulling away from our mat. Engaging the oblique muscles. Dropping back down onto the elbows or onto your hands. One more breath in your plank. And then slowly, slowly lower down to your mat. Relax your arms, relax your toes. Chin down to the mat. We're going to bring our legs together. We're going to link our fingers behind our back. Palms together if you can. We're going to start to bring up the chin, the chest, the arms, and maybe the legs as well. Keeping your feet together. Shalabhasana locust pose. Feeling that engagement of the glute muscles and the thighs. Pulling the shoulders back, opening into the chest and the throat. There's a lot happening in this asana. It looks simple, but I'm sure we can feel it's not. Pulling up a little more. Keeping the feet together. And we slowly, slowly exhale down and just turn your right ear onto your mat. Let the shoulders and the arms go. And the body just feel heavy. We're going to bring our chin back to our mat. And this time we're going to kick back and take hold of our ankles. We can do this one leg at a time if we need. When you hold your ankles, just bring your knees closer together. They have a natural thing of wanting to flare out. We're coming in the same way, bringing up the chin, bringing up the chest, and maybe lifting off the thighs, using your feet to help pull back into your arms and into your shoulders. You don't have to come all the way up, we can keep the legs down. Finding your breath, massaging into your belly. Hopefully you haven't just eaten. One more breath, maybe coming up a little higher. And then as you exhale, that slow release down and turning the left ear onto the mat. Letting the arms, the legs, everything go. Bringing the chin back to your mat. Bringing the elbows and the hands back down underneath the shoulders. Having the legs in line with your hips and just bending the legs back, just touching the big toes together. You should feel that into the glutes. Breathing all the way into the chest and the belly. And just start to push your hands into the mat as you drop your legs back down. We're going to engage into our core again, so just make sure your elbows are in line with your shoulders. There's distance in your hands. We start to push into the hands, tuck the toes and lift off of our mat. Holding here. You can always be on the hands if you need. Feeling all of the different muscles working here. We've got 2 more breaths. 1 more. Dropping the knees, walking the hands towards the knees and rolling back into Balasana with the arms now alongside your legs. Forehead down. Maybe just taking a little roll of the head, side to side. Rolling all the way back up. So we're going to come up on to our knees and just tuck our toes for camel pose. So you can do this with just one arm if you prefer. So the palm of the hand is going into the heel. So right arm goes back, you rest back on your heel. You need to make sure it's the palm on the heel so you have a good grip. Maybe that left arm just reaches up and back, pushing the chest upwards. Or maybe that left hand comes back to the left heel in full camel, pushing the chest forward. You can keep your chin tucked in or you can take your head back. Really pushing the hips forward, squeezing the glutes. When you release out, you bring the bottom down first, so you're not straining your head. We untuck the toes and we roll back into our Balasana. Have your arms long if you prefer, or alongside the legs. Uttanasana Camel is great for opening the heart. Feeling that space, that energy flowing. We're going to roll the body back up to swing round onto our legs. So we're going to take our legs out in front of us. Make sure you're sitting evenly on the glutes, and you may want your strap here. So let's start by bringing in the left knee, either grabbing our strap or making a cradle with our hands, bringing the hands underneath that left foot. We're going to keep the spine long, so we're not rounding down. We want to sit tall. And then start to send that left foot out. You can always use your strap here, or you can hold under the leg if you need. As we send that foot into the hands or the strap, We take the crown of the head taller. We now keep hold of our foot or our leg with our right hand as we open up with our left arm, peeling that left arm back and turning your gaze towards your left hand, twisting through the upper body. Bringing the hand back to that foot, holding your strap or holding your foot, I'm going to turn, and taking that leg out to the side. You can keep your right hand down for balance. So in the week we've done this one standing. I'm being gentle with you, doing it seated. We're going to bring that leg back in, bring in the knee to the chest, and then just drop that foot to the inner leg. If you want it stronger, that foot goes on top of the thigh. So you decide. You can always prop that knee up with your block. We're going to inhale, reach up. We're going to exhale and fold towards our toes. Use your inhalation down into your lower back to lengthen. And then exhale as you lower. Again, use your strap if you need. Make sure that right leg is long. Keep using your breath. Two more breaths here. We're coming up slowly, bringing the arms up and releasing. Bringing the feet back together on your mat. Step the hands back, fingers pointing forward, point the toes. Squeeze the shoulders back. Maybe this is enough today. Or maybe you're coming up into your upward plank. Pushing the hips forward. Sending the gaze towards your toes, or you can send your head back if you want. Finding that strength in the arms, the shoulders, the legs, the glutes. And slowly, slowly, we come back down to our mat. We align, make sure you're sitting evenly on the glutes, pointing the toes back upwards. We're going to bend in our right knee. Again, maybe we're making that cradle, maybe we're grabbing our strap under the right foot. Peel your shoulders down so they're not coming up to the ears, and then let's send that right heel long. Growing taller in the spine, really lifting out of the lower back. Finding your breath. We're going to keep hold of our foot with our left hand now, and we're going to send the right arm back. Really peel that hand back, looking backwards if your neck allows. Bringing hand back to the foot, and we're going to take that leg out to the side. So you're holding it with your right hand, bringing it out. You can just drop your left hand down. Keep the toes of the left foot up. Don't collapse the spine. Bring that leg back in. Bend into the leg, foot to the inner thigh or on top of the thigh. Make sure that knee is comfortable, and let's breathe in, reach up with the arms, and exhale down towards our toes. Taking our time, using our breath. Making sure you're lifting out of your lower back. I always think it feels quite nice just to close your eyes. Helps you delve into the body a little more, a little easier, less distraction. I'm going to stay for 2 more breaths. Coming up slowly, releasing the arms. Let's bend into our left knee first, so left knee pointing forwards, and the right knee is going to stack on top. The other option is you cross your legs. We want to shuffle the feet away from the glutes, so we're sitting evenly on our mat. And it feels quite nice to bring your hands to the soles of your feet, connecting that energy of the body. We're going to close the eyes. Relaxing the jaw and the shoulders. Again, that spine is growing tall. We're going to start to incorporate our arms. So we're going to take the right arm back first of all, tucking it between our shoulder blades. We may want our strap here. We bring up the left arm and we take the hand back to meet the right. Left elbow pointing upwards or grabbing your belt. Again, it feels nice to close the eyes. If you want to take it deeper, you can always fold down towards your knees. Even dropping the chin down. Or maybe that staying upright is more for you today. And as you exhale, just be aware of where does the body need to release? Where can you feel that you're holding? Where is that build-up of lactic acid and stress and tightness? And just see as you exhale if you can release that. Let it soften. Last breath here. Releasing the arms first, and then we're just going to bend our right foot onto our mat. Come into a spinal twist, so just bring your left hand around your right leg, right hand behind you, pulling your right shoulder back. A rotation through the spine. Again, the spine is lovely and long. releasing out. I'm going to get you to bring the soles of your feet together, close to the body, fingers around the toes, spine long. And again, you have that option of staying upright, or maybe it feels quite good to drop your elbows into your inner leg, particularly if the inside legs are feeling tight, just to give that extra stretch and release. And just let the chin and the head go. You're not holding anything there. Opening up into the groin and the pelvis. And we're slowly releasing. We're going to bend in that right knee first of all, down onto your mat, and we're stacking the left knee on top, or we're changing the direction of our cross legs. Toes pointing out, hands back to the soles of the feet. Cow face pose, Gokmukasana is the name of this asana. Maybe just closing the eyes, relaxing the shoulders. Make sure that jaw is released. Softening the tongue. And then we want to start to incorporate our arms as well. So this time it's the left arm that's going to go back first. Really try and reach your fingertips up your back, in between the shoulders. And then bring the right arm up and back to meet it. Elbow pointing up. Always got the option of grabbing your strap. Maybe you're staying upright, maybe you're dropping down towards your knees. Maybe just trying it and seeing how you find that. It does make it more intense. Releasing the arms and just bending into that leg, bringing the foot onto your mat to the left side. We're going to hug our knee with our right arm. Take our left hand behind our backs for our twist. Making sure that spine is long. Peel that left shoulder back. Gazing behind you. And coming back to center. We're going to bring our feet on to our mat for boat pose. So our hands reach long, palms are facing each other. We start to lift up one leg, we start to lift up two, heading back a little towards our mat. We can stay with the legs bent, or if we want to make it stronger, we start to send the legs straight. Really engaging the core muscles. The gaze is to the toes. Might be wobbling, might be shaking. That's okay. Make sure you're not holding your breath. And bring those knees in. Give yourself a hug. Dropping the chin down. We're going to come down on to our backs and just have your yoga block to hand as you come down all the way onto your back. Arms alongside you, pushing the spine into your mat. Just grab your block and bring it between the knees, squeezing the knees into your block. Arms stay alongside you, making sure the neck is long, you're not crunching the back of the neck. We're going to start to peel up the spine from the lower back all the way up, still squeezing out block, really engaging the thighs, the glutes. Arms are staying down, shoulders relaxed. Keep holding and squeezing. We've got one more breath. On the exhalation, that's when we roll back down, still with control. We're still squeezing our block. Draw the knees in towards the chest, holding your block now with your hands. And we're going to send the block and the arms long, keeping the knees in. We're then going to start to bring up the head, bring up the arms, take your legs long and hover your heels. Squeezing the palms into the block, keeping the feet together. And then inhale, draw the block towards your knees. And then exhale long, hovering off of your mat. Inhale, coming up. Exhale long. One more to do. Inhale up, crunching in. And exhale long, hovering the heels, hovering the arms, the head. And releasing all the way down to your mat. Making sure that chin is tucked in, bending back into your legs. I'm going to get you to grab your block again. This time having your block flat, we're going to push up and just place it under our lower back. We're going to draw the knees into the chest, holding our block with our hands. And just take a little roll here, a little massage into your lower spine. Dropping the left leg down to the mat, just squeeze in the right knee. Block stays where it is. You should feel that stronger into the left side, into that left hip. Relax the shoulders. Bring that left knee in and send that right leg long. Squeezing in left knee towards the chest. Send both legs long and the arms long. Stretching long on your mat. Distance in the feet. And then bringing the arms back alongside you, bending back into both legs. Pushing up, releasing your block. Bringing the spine back down. We're going to bring our block underneath our head, resting our head on our yoga block. Arms down by your side, palms facing upwards. Then you can keep the legs bent or rest them down on your mat. We're going to start to massage into the back of the head and releasing the neck. Starting to turn the head over towards your right side. It's a slow movement. Maybe holding on any pressure points that need releasing. Maybe letting the eyes soften and close. And once you get to your right side, just stay in there, pressing the head into the block and stretching into the left side of the neck. We're going to take a very, very slow roll back to center. Going as slow as you can. And then move to our left side. You can always pause on any pressure points. Once you get to your left side, just holding there. Letting go of any mental tension. We don't want to give our energy to anything that doesn't make us feel good. We want to take that power back. So let those worries go. They do not serve you. And take a slow roll back to center. Removing your block from under your head. And if you have your bolster, you're going to grab it now. Have your block at the top of your mat and your bolster resting on your block. If you don't have a bolster, you can always use a pillow. You're going to make your head quite high, so you might want a blanket as well. And then we're going to bring our spine alongside our bolster or our pillow, or it can be a rolled up blanket even along your spine. And we're going to start to lower back. We want to feel completely supported, but we want our arms and our shoulders to open backwards. They spend so much time rolling forwards, we want to roll them out. Our palms are going to face upwards, our arms are just dropping down to our mat. And if it feels comfortable, bring the soles of the feet together. If it doesn't, you can keep your legs bent or the legs long on your mat. Close the eyes. Tuning into what you need right now. you're supported. Feeling every muscle let go. Coming to your heart space. And as you rest back, breathing in a green light into your heart chakra. Green light is flowing through the body. Feeling love for every part of you. Every finger, every toe, your legs, your arms, your chest, your abdomen. Feeling love for every part of your face, your head, your hair. Feeling love for your soul. Complete bliss for every part of who you are. You are beautiful, you are unique. Whether you want to rest here or whether you want to come into a Shavasana, you decide. We're going to be staying here for the last few moments of our practice. Finding whatever position feels best for you. Closing your eyes. And just finding stillness. You still find your mind is wandering or quite active. I want you to breathe in the mantra so. So you're inhaling the mantra so. As you exhale, you're exhaling the mantra hum. So hum. I am. is getting longer and longer. As you inhale and exhale now, allowing the breath to energize, bringing that breath and that life force to every part of your body. Feeling its awareness in your fingers and your toes, your arms, your legs. Maybe bring in a little bit of movement now. Recharging. Maybe taking a stretch, lengthen or roll to one side, taking a moment here. Taking your time to slowly bring yourself up. Bring your hands to your heart. Repeating an affirmation here. I am. Hands to your heart in Namaste.